Hello, Replica family. This is one of the things I love to do all the time, to just bring some of my friends, some of the great minds out there that are joining us here at Replica to formally introduce them and for content. So today I am privileged to introduce formally. I call it formal introduction because if you have been following this page, you will recognize Abasiano Udofa, who has been preaching. He has preached a couple of times here. So Abba, as we fondly call him, is one of the founding members of Replica Church. We started this whole journey with him. Before, when God gave me this vision, he was one of those people that I would travel about an hour to go and meet. We'll have lunch. We did all kinds of meetings, talking, brainstorming. To talk about, to kind of carve the vision of Replica together. So I know that I've never formally introduced him here at Replica. Some of you have seen him preach a couple of times. So I thought of introducing him, but not just that. Abba subsequently will be coming with some specific content that he will be sharing about just in a couple of minutes. So Abasiano Udofa, if you are a Nigerian, you know that name, right? He's a Nigerian American. He's an American, but of Nigerian heritage. He identifies as a Nigerian American, and he is an engineer by training. And also, he did dual master's degrees, in engineering and management, and he's been working. He's been in the workplace for quite some years now. But not just that, Abasiano has a passion for apologetics. And because of his passion for apologetics, asking the questions that ordinarily people don't want to ask about. He went to Oxford University, and did a program there on apologetics and for some time in the United Kingdom. And he started for more than 10 years now. He started a group that he calls Diving Deeper, D2 we call it. I've attended severally, where he brings minds, especially millennials, to just come and talk about some of these issues that we don't usually talk about. Ask the critical questions, create a space where people will not be afraid, will not shy away from asking those questions that we don't usually ask about. And somehow our paths crossed about 3 years ago at Yale University, and we happened to have the same mentor, the late Professor Lamin Sani, and so that was how our paths crossed. And he has been a very close friend, not just a friend. He's a brother to me. We rub minds together. We joke a lot with him. Sometimes I try to teach him Pidgin a little bit. He understands Pidgin. I don't know whether he speaks it well, but he can write it actually. He can write Pidgin very well. So when we are texting back and forth, we sometimes love to just communicate, in Pidgin English. He loves Nigeria. This brother loves Nigeria. He's an entrepreneur. He does just like so many things, but above all, I think the best description he will want for himself is that he loves God. He loves God, but he doesn't love conventional Christianity, right? Or what we call traditional way of doing things. And that is kind of some of the things that, that brought us together. He's a brother that he asks me, he questions me on a lot of things. He is not afraid. I'm his pastor, but he's not afraid to challenge me about, theological things. And this guy is deep. When I say deep, I mean deep theologically. He also had some training theologically, but his interest is in apologetics, just as I said. So he'll be coming here to talk about apologetics. Right now, we don't have anyone that is talking about apologetics. So Abasiano will be coming to talk about apologetics. Just ask those questions that sometimes we don't ask about. And so I will not want to put the cart before the horse. I would just, I am formally, this is not like just welcoming Abasiano to Replica Church. He is one of the founding members of Replica Church. If we have anything like trustee, he will be one of the trustees. He is also on staff. He's been on staff Replica Church from day one. The day we launched Replica Church 2 years ago, he was there, and he loves music. He plays the drums very well, and I can go on and to tell you a lot of things about him. But I will just stop here and to just formally introduce Abasiano. Anytime I am, he's more like my own associate, so to speak. Anytime I'm not available to preach on Sunday, Abasiano is the guy that I usually, even on Saturday evening, I come like, hey, bro, are you still, is your anointing feel? Is your anointing intact? I will not be available on Sunday, and you always steps up, to fill in for me, and I really, really appreciate that. I appreciate our friendship. I appreciate the ministry we've been doing together. So, bro, formally introducing you to the family.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about some of the things you'll be doing and the content you'll be bringing here and some of the passions you have. You can also tell us a little bit about D2. Tell us a little bit about D2 and as a way to kind of go into some of the things that you'll be talking about here.
Sure. So, thank you so much for the introduction and all the kind words. Yeah, so just a little bit about diving deeper, or D2. So I started it. I was living in Connecticut for about 11 years. And so I started a group mainly for young professionals where we would meet up and we would talk about life. We would just kind of ask big questions, eat, and discuss life. And so it was very, very fruitful. We had a lot of, we talked about countless topics. And it was very good. Very, I want to say it was a great way to use apologetics to reach out to people. So it was great. And then just a little bit about what we'll be discussing when I come on with some content. We will be, I don't really like the word apologetics that much because a lot of people always think that you're trying to apologize. But just for a quick review of what it actually is, it's helping people to have reasons for why they believe Christianity. So apologetics is concerned with the why of Christianity. So what we'll be looking to do is we'll kind of take a lot of common questions that people ask and we'll be answering them through the channel. And then we'll definitely be heavily engaging with the people that come on to see what questions they have, right? So we'll have a time where we'll review questions that people have submitted and we'll kind of go from there. Oftentimes it's said, in church, it's not really encouraged to ask questions, and people may have questions, and sometimes people can feel shame, or the people in the congregation will shame you for having questions or doubts or say that you're bad. But what we really want to encourage here is people to bring their questions and their doubts and a time to reason together, right? So, I know that there are a lot of questions, and so it'll be a great time of just discussing relevant things. So I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. So we'll be asking questions, and that is one of the things we do here at Replica. We are not afraid in any way to ask the most critical questions. Even if we do not readily have answers for them, we are never afraid to ask any of the questions that ordinarily people, shy away from. We are not afraid, if you may. We are not afraid of being controversial, right? Yeah. Even Jesus was controversial. Paul was controversial. So we are not afraid of talking about the controversial questions. You may not like our solutions. You may not like our answers, but feel free to ask them. And here you have Abasiano, who is very passionate about this. And also he has studied this, and he has practiced this, right? He is not a theoretical person. He started, I told you, diving deeper. He told us a little bit about that, and it was quite refreshing. I attended that. Of course, these were people, working class, millennials that were asking the craziest questions you may think about, and some of them were not even Christians, right? Some of them were at the point of just asking the questions. Some of them were disenfranchised with Christianity because of some of the evils we must admit that Christianity has promoted, and they felt no. But they were willing to come to this space to just talk about some of those issues, and they were mind-boggling. That is something I love to see here. By the way, Abasiano, when we started Replica, that was his portfolio. That still is his portfolio that he is in charge of. We kind of diving deeper is part of our vision here at Replica, and he's in charge of coordinating that. So it would be exciting if you have listened to him preach. Even his sermons, are more like, despite the fact that he says he doesn't like the word apologetics, but his sermons are usually like talking about some of these issues. He goes to the text, but he raises some of these questions. Sometimes he raises the questions and doesn't answer them for us, but he makes us to go and think about them, which is another way of doing it, right? Not, he doesn't spoon feed you, but he makes you ask the questions or think about them, so that you just go and think about it. So it will be exciting. We are not going to announce any date and time yet. He's still, trying to find out, to check his calendar and what have you. I don't know how soon he's going to start this, but just be on the lookout. This is one content you don't want to miss from this brother. So really, really appreciate you. He is very busy right now. Even right now, he's not in the country. I will not say where he is right now. So he's not even in the States. He's in another country, but he decided to do this. So I really, really appreciate your your time and your willingness to do this.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we look forward to it. And Replica family, look forward to this brother. One brother here, Oscar. Pastor Oscar, who is also bringing some content, says he remembers you. He remembers your last message. It was quite refreshing. So people have seen you here. I haven't just done the formal introduction. So once again, thank you so much for agreeing to do this.
Thank you.
All right, Replica family, we love you. As we always say here, remember that you matter to God. The Lord bless you. Stay out of trouble. Take care. Show some love to some people. Bye. Bye. Take care.